Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Okay, I would like to have to do some briefing about the project mode that is already ongoing from this week until week 12 at least for the work to be done. Okay, so as what I've mentioned, this project mode is a student-centered program in my class where I empower the exco to handle the groups and also to run the class if it's necessary. If it is necessary, okay, I would be the facilitator, and basically all the instructions are given based on the question sheet and also from the short briefing in the class. Okay, so to give you an idea, actually this project is supposed to be a business pitching project. Okay, this is not the normal project that normally we the project managers do in the old times. Okay, because at the moment we have to think about doing a project with a value. Okay, because whatever that has a value has an impact, and the traditional way of doing a project is actually to fulfill the needs of the project based on the objective, and normally the only thing that drives the project to be completed is the profit or the business aspect of the project. Okay, as long as it is within the scope of the project and it takes care of all the stakeholders, the objective is clear, the premises is clear, everything is okay as long as we achieve it within the time frame. That's the most important thing about project. But for this project that I want to add to introduce is actually uh, under the context of green project management, where actually you include value inside the project and measure uh, the success of the project based on the impact. Okay, there is an extended way of learning this impactful project. Actually, if you go and take the certification of green project, where I have taken mine, and that will be the professional career path later on if you are interested. Okay, so basically the motivation for this is actually due to the fact that I think, or at least I as the author of this paper, think that engineers nowadays are not only supposed to be graduating with knowledge, but you're also supposed to be contributing to the nation. And uh, by having the mentality that everything in this world has a price to pay, be it from the environmental aspect, be it from the profit aspect, be it from the society aspect. So all these principles should be all accumulated in sustainability education. So this is a paper which I wrote before, and maybe you can have a look if you want to understand what I am talking about. Okay. All right. So at the end of the day, engineers from UNP is vision to have a systemic approach in their solution rather than just process approach in the traditional project management. Okay, all right. So we can have a look on all these. Why is it needed to have a project to be carried in this way? All right, and but you can have a look and read on your own. But basically, the essence of this project is you must you must do some homework to read about sustainable development goals. Okay, because I need you to include this SDG, at least 3 of these SDG from the 17 outlined from the United Nations, to be part of your project motivation. Okay, so first I need you to identify a project. Okay, identify an issue first, and then you get it more focused to a problem, and then get some ideas from your team members to come into one solution. Okay, and include the SDG, 3 of them, to be part of the motivation for you to choose that solution. Okay, and the most interesting part of this is actually I would like you to learn about social enterprise business model canvas, which is actually how do you get through the questions to be answered in this project. So as long as you are answering all these elements, you should be okay in your work, okay, in your project progress, okay. So I think the rest you can read on your own. The most important thing as a student is you have to make sure that you submit all the minutes of meeting, the 3 minutes of meeting in that respective weeks, and also one presentation for each group. And if possible, I want to have everybody presenting, to be fair, okay, because this project has 3 credits, right? So I want to make it a little bit heavy lah, okay. But then I need the exco to really schedule presentation so that it's really within the time limit lah. So I'm not sure whether we can do it within that 2 weeks or not for all to present. Maybe 1 minute, 1% is enough, okay. And then the last will be the project report, okay. And the document for the minutes of meeting must have these 3 elements, okay. And the way you present your work is actually based on the context of a pitch, okay, not an academic presentation. So just imagine that you're presenting to me and I am an investor where I can put some money for you to start your project, and I'm also a stakeholder from the society and a stakeholder from the business itself, example, from the industry example. So try to accommodate that in your presentation, okay. Do not do the normal presentation like the academic thing, okay. This is a business presentation, okay. So these are the 3 knowledge that you should know: the sustainability principles, the triple bottom line, the Elkington theory, okay, and the SDGs. So all these are the one that actually put a baseline to your project, okay. Then you can have a read, and then uh, make sure you use this SBC inside your report. So answer all these questions, okay. This is the timeline, right? And these are the question sheets and the presentation rubric and the report. I would like to remind that my report should not be more than 2 pages lah, maybe 2 or 3 pages lah. The most is 3 pages lah. Sorry, 6 to 8 pages. Okay, 6 to 8 pages. And the one that I really appreciate most is actually the reflections or the lesson learned from the pitching program. I want you to comment on me if you want, or from the lesson itself, from the whole progress of your team maybe. You can put a complaint, you can put a comment, or you can put what is actually the thing that you can bring back home from the whole course that you undergo with me, okay, as your instructor. This is actually for me to know whether you get something or you have some benefits or not from doing this stuff, okay. uh, okay yeah, your reflections is needed from each of you from the team, okay. Please write a short one will do, but at least one reflection from each, okay. So I think that's all. Thank you very much. Bye bye.